Hey Sagittarius, thanks for visiting. If you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment, as I always say, but only if you'd like to, And I've shuffled, everything's ready, so let's start your reading for Sagittarius. So the first card you have for your past is the Knight of Swords, yes. So I'm sensing that yes, someone around you jumped in to tell you something, and these were harsh truths. Someone jumped in to tell you the truth. It was the honest truth, but they were a bit harsh, they were a bit blunt with the way they said it. And you knew this person told you this because they care about you. Deep down you knew they care about you, but they weren't easy things to hear. You didn't want to hear these things. So this could be, a family member who spoke to you. It probably is a family member who's close to you, who said, look, this is the situation, you won't want to hear it, this is what I think of you. And it was hard to hear, definitely hard to hear. But actually it was, I think deep down you knew that there was some truth in it, and you had to hear this. I'm also seeing a situation where you thought there was going to be a disaster. There was a practical situation that you didn't deal with, and because of that there was a disaster, or you thought there was going to be a disaster, and this was on hold. You didn't know what was going to happen. It was really, really stressful, but then you were able to sort this out quickly. It was sorted out quite quickly, and then you're really relieved after this happened. So things happened very quickly, and they were sorted out, but it was a very, very stressful time for you at that time. The next card you have in your past is the Queen of Cups. So yes, at this time you're a lot more in control of your emotions, because before with this situation, it was really, really, really stressful. The situation in the Knight of Swords, it had you so stressed for a while, and you thought you were going to be like this forever. It was a situation that you thought was going to change your life. Actually, it was a big, big thing. And I'm just seeing this was about something, or it could have been about something that was removed, but then you were able to get this back. But you sorted it out quite quickly, and then you felt relieved after this, after you sorted this out. That's what I'm seeing. I hope this makes sense. The last card you have your past is the Three of Wands. So what I'm seeing here is that you got your independence back. So maybe this thing that you lost was something to do with you feeling independent, and you lost that for a while, and then you got it back again. I hope this makes sense. It might not make sense, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this. So, or maybe it was a feeling of independence that you got back. It's something to do with independence. So you were scared of this being taken away for some reason, but it wasn't. In the end, you came in and rescued the situation, and it was a practical thing. You had to do practical things to fix this. So you kept your independence. And the other thing I'm seeing is that for people in a relationship, I'm seeing you're ready to grow with your partner, or you were thinking about a future with them, thinking about growing with them, and thinking about, you're looking out into the future. And yes, you finally got this stress out of the way, because you had to deal with this stuff before you could actually think about anything in your future. But now that you've got all this sorted out, you had this back at this time, then you were thinking about a future with your partner, or moving up to the next level, or you were seeing them in your future. It was like, oh, now I can see my future. I have a future. This is sorted out, and I can see this person in my future. So it's like that. The first card you have for your present is the Four of Pentacles. I'm just seeing that someone from your past could be actually trying to hold on to you. Someone's trying to hold on to you. Someone's trying to hold on to you tightly. This person from your past, it's very strange. They don't actually love you. I'm not seeing love coming from them, but they want you. They still want to hold on to you. And it's like, it's a kind of a jealousy thing I'm seeing. They want to be the one to have you. It's like they don't actually love you, but they want to be the one to have you. It's like that. And they're not going to be the one to have you. You don't want to have them. But they want to be the one to have you. They don't want anyone else to have you. It's just be careful of this person. If this resonates with you, be very careful. This person's very erratic. The moods can change very quickly. That's what I'm seeing. And this person could have been in your last reading or the one before, even a few of them. This person's still hanging around in your life. Even if you can't see them, their presence is there. They're kind of lurking around, waiting, and they're hoping. That's what I'm seeing. I'm just getting a really bad feeling about this person. I'm not saying they're going to come and murder you or do anything terrible or come and they're not like some crazy person, but they do have some problems. They are reading things wrongly. They do think that there's a chance with you. They do want to come back to you. I keep on seeing that. Be very careful. I keep seeing be careful with this person. And they're in unstable surroundings as well. So where they're living or their home life isn't that stable at the moment. Just be very careful. That's what I'm seeing. Be very careful. I'm not saying they're going to come and kill you or do any terrible thing. But you're dealing with someone who is very erratic. So the next card you have for your present is the World. So what I'm seeing here is that, you know, the worst is over. I'm seeing the words, the worst is over. So this stressful time in your past where you thought something really important to you was going to be taken away is definitely 100% over now. So you could have had some hangover from the situation that you thought it was pretty much over, but there were still a few things. So now it's definitely over. Everything's over. A huge weight is off you because, you know, when you're going through the worst of this, it was never out of your thoughts. It was on your thoughts all the time. And that's probably why I keep on seeing this situation in this reading, because it was on your thoughts, in your thoughts constantly. So it was a big thing in your life at the time. So the last card you have your present is the King of Wands. So yes, you're feeling a lot stronger. You've got the strength of the King and the energy of the Wands now. So you have someone on your mind at this time, and this is someone who you actually really look up to, or you used to look up to. They used to be with you, they're not with you now. I'm not getting a clear picture of who this is. This is someone who you used to look up to, and you used to ask their advice, and they used to help you. And yes, they're not around you. They're not around you at this time, but they're around you spiritually. And you can feel they're around you spiritually. I'm sorry if this doesn't make sense. I'm just seeing this. I'm seeing this person you look up to. They're not physically close to you. They're spiritually close to you. They love you. They care about you. That's what I'm seeing. They're around you spiritually. They love you. That's what I'm seeing. They love you. Yes, the first card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. So at this time, I'm seeing you looking back over the situation in the Knight of Swords again. This is still on your mind. This had a huge, huge impact on you because it keeps on coming up again and again and again. At this time, though, you're learning from this. You're thinking, what did I do wrong? How can I prevent this again? How can I make sure this doesn't happen again? And you're really thinking about all the things you could have done differently at the time, in the Knight of Swords in your past. And there's also someone around you who supported you through this difficult time. And, you know, I don't think they supported you practically. I think they were just there for you. They were just there to hear what you had to say. You were venting on them. You were telling them all your problems, and they were there listening. So just make sure you don't leave this person behind when you move on from this, because you're starting to move on from this now. You're feeling a lot better, but just don't leave this person behind. Include them in your life, because, you know, there's a risk that you could do that. You're going off happily, yay, and this person's thinking, wait a minute, I was here for you at that time. I was here for you through this, and, you know, appreciate me more. That's what I'm seeing. So, yes, the next card you have for your future is the Five of Swords. So at this time, you could have some problems communicating with people around you. And this is just people generally. I'm just seeing it's one of these times. It's one of these times where people might mishear you, or might misread what you're saying, or you might not hear them properly, or, you know, you might get the dates wrong and something like that. But it could be a little bit more serious, so just be careful, because I'm seeing work, and I'm seeing that you could be misunderstood at work or misheard at work. So just be careful, or it's something around work or a project or something. So just be really careful. Be careful to write everything down. Be careful to communicate by email or by text, or some way that things are written down, just so you have evidence of things. Also get receipts. If you're buying things through work, you're purchasing whatever you're doing, get receipts. Have everything written down. Have written evidence. I'm not saying you're going to be accused of anything, but at this time, especially when I'm seeing the workplace around this miscommunication, just make sure you have everything written down, especially things that are important. But that's just what I'm seeing. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. Nothing's going to happen. You're not going to be accused of anything terrible. But just cover yourself. Just cover yourself at this time. So the last card you have in your future is the Five of Cups. So at this time, you're going to be regretting something. That's what I'm seeing. So something happened way back in your distant past, and you were a different person back then. I keep seeing this all the way through your readings. You did things differently to the way you do now. You operate in a much better way now, and some decision you made, you were forgiven for this. You asked for forgiveness for whatever this was, and you got through whatever this was, and you moved through this. But some result of something, some decision you made in the past is going to come up in the near future. Now, it might not be even in January, it might be February or March or something like that, but it's going to come up. Some result of what happened is going to come up. Now, I don't think anyone's going to hold anything over you. They've moved on from this, but you might have some memories of this. You might be feeling guilty again. You might be remembering this whole time again in your past. Just be just be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself. It's over. You've done what you could. You've apologized. You've moved on. You've made everything possible that you can right from the situation. So be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself when this comes up. Be prepared for when it's going to come up. Do some things where you're kind to yourself. Do some nice things for yourself. Relax, make sure you're taking care of yourself, that kind of thing. So this could be in February or March, or sometime in the first half of this year. That's what I'm seeing. So Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. General readings won't always resonate with everyone. I have to say that every single time. But if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so much for watching.